Alright, ladies and gentlemen, dudes, welcome back to another episode of a FoolCraft. Hope everybody are doing fantastic today. Last episode, dudes, we built the best build I've possibly ever built. Let's go back. Let's go back there. Let's have a look. It's so beautiful. Thank you, dudes, so much for the love and support for this room. One thing that was agreed, for sure, was that we're gonna not have the black glass here. A lot of people, or I think every single one, agreed that it's better without the black glass. Also, people seem to like, in general, the roof design and the floor design, which is cool. But yeah, I was very happy with this. Very happy with this room. Now, there was a few people saying, you know what, Iskallium, where's the detail? Where's the chisel and bit cables and stuff? Why are you not doing it? Can you please add it now? Please, it's ugly without it. And I agree, like, what I've said earlier, you must have missed some videos for those of you who made comments like that, because what I've said earlier is, we're gonna add the cables, we're gonna add all the details, but we're gonna do that later, at a later stage. I don't wanna get stuck with one room for like 5 episodes in a row, if you know what I mean. But other than that, like, everybody loved it, so thank you guys so much. Today I want to move my farms over. I want to create over this way. I've started planning and digging out a little bit here. I want to create a biolab. Yeah, biolab in area 85. The make 2 area 85. Oops, area 85 MK2 is what this base must be called. And by the way, yeah, I want to create a biolab with our agricraft or mystical agriculture, farms. And I got an idea that I want to explore that I think is going to look pretty sick. So we're going to be designing a little bit today as well. But a lot of people requested me to do more tech stuff because it's been a while and we've just been doing decoration and building. And a lot of you guys don't actually like that stuff. What the crap is wrong with you guys? It's fantastically fun. So but I hear you, bros. I hear you. So let's start with being a little bit technical, okay? I want to, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but which I think challenges are fun. I want to make it so that we can autocraft the dimensional transceivers, these guys here, because we're going to need these all the time, and we're definitely going to need them in the biofarm as well. So I want to see if we can make this happen. Can we make them auto-craftable? It's a little bit tricky because the recipes are tricky, right? Electrical steel, simple. Fused quartz, simple. You take quartz, you burn it in a ferni. Super simple. And this we have raw production from our cows. This guy here requires us to do a slice and splice between all of these things. Slice and splice is a machine from NRIO. It's not that guy. It's this guy over here. And this guy requires an axe and shears. I think, if I don't misremember, let's try this out actually. Enderman head. If I don't misremember, this is like the axe. Oop, that's the wrong recipe. Okay, we need a zombie head. Zombie head, 18,000 zombie heads. Let's just check. I don't know if this axe will, I think it will take durability, right? Yeah, it has 2 durability now. Okay. So maybe the first thing we need to find out, can we make an unbreakable axe? We can't. So we're going to have to make a system also that feeds this guy with new axe and new shears. Why can't I see the, hold on, F3H. I want to see if the, if this guy loses durability, 105. Let's try that again. I want to see if this guy loses durability as well. I don't think it does. I think it's, yeah, okay, it does. So we need both an axe and shears to be auto-crafted and put into this system whenever needed as well. Okay, so that's part one. Part one being tricky. Let's go back to the recipe. And that should be the easy part to make that happen. The tricky part is this guy here, the Ender Crystal. Okay, the Ender Crystals requires us to have a Vibrant Crystal, which is just a crafting recipe from Vibrant Alloy and Emerald, like that, and then it requires us to craft that together, but then it requires us to soul bind that with an Enderman in a soul vial, and that costs XP as well. Now this may be, I don't know if this is doable, but it's gonna be tricky. If it is doable, it's gonna be tricky. The question is, can we feed XP? So you do that here, right? You put an Enderman in here, and then you put the the crystal in here, and then you click bind and it will start spinning and stuff. I think we need to figure out whether or not we can insert XP into that guy. So let me try with doing something like this. Output push. Okay, do you get XP now, guy? No. Can I pull from the top? Do you get XP? No. Okay. That may be because of this XP obelisk though, which we have here. So let's see if that can even output anything. I guess it's the next test. Let's try it with a tank. Put that there. We'll suck from this side. Yeah, okay, that can drag it or drain it out from this guy. That's that's good news. Yeah, this is gonna be super tricky, dudes. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so now if I take this XP, can I now insert it into this guy? I'd be surprised if I couldn't. Let's try and do push the bottom. You can't. Or maybe you can when we're crafting things. Okay, maybe. Let's go and capture some Endermen first. We have our Enderman spawner over here, but we also, even if we figure out the XP, we need to figure out how to feed it with Enderman in a soul vial, and I think that part should be fairly easy with a powered spawner, but I'm not sure. But let's just release some of these villagers so I can catch some Endermen. Hi, dudes. I'm so sorry, but like, yeah, you're expired. You're like old milk. How does it feel? Let me grab you, and you doesn't even look like an Enderman. And there was one more. Boom. Okay. Let's just see if when we have an Enderman in there, if we can feed XP into it. I'm not sure if we can. I'm getting a little bit worried. I thought that this would work. But we put that in there, and then we gotta get one of those crystals. These guys, vibrant crystals. Boom. Oh, yes. So if it requires XP, it will actually feed it if it has it nearby. Yes. Okay, that makes it possible. That part. So where do we start? I think we start with this part here, getting Enderman in a soul vial. I think that's going to be step number 1. And I think we can do this if we create a powered Enderman spawner. And I think there's an option to like capture mobs in it. I'm not sure though. But I remember doing something with it. So let's try that. We're going to need an Enderman spawner, which are rare in FoolCraft. I can't even remember where I found this. Maybe you guys can remind me down below in the comments. But let's start by breaking it. Because we're going to need a broken version of it. That should say broken Enderman spawner. Yeah. So let's go back home. I got myself a powered spawner here. A brandly new crafted one. Let's then combine that in an anvil, is it? Do I have an anvil even? I don't. Let's put this guy up. Boom. Yeah, so we combine this with the broken Enderman spawner and 16 levels. That gives us a powered Enderman spawner instead. Very good. And I guess let's just hook this up to this line right there. Yeah, we can put this to capture mode. So if I have it like that and then put in soul vials here, that slowly captures Enderman, I think. Or just create. It doesn't capture Enderman, it just creates Enderman. Let's also give it a capacitor. Boom. Maybe we have a special capacitor. This nice smelting capacitor is the property of Randolph, the ex-tinkerer. Okay. This nice villainous capacitor. I don't even know. By the power of Enderskull, I have a nice crafty capacitor. Okay. These messages are so weird. I think the smelting one, the smelting nice capacitor, we could probably put in here. If I remove you and put you back in. Okay. No, it doesn't actually work there. These capacitors are a little bit hard to know if they work. You get kind of like it's trial and error. Anyway, I'm sidetracking. Let's just put a normal capacitor in. Let's see how quick it can capture. Oh, it can't capture if it already has one. Okay. So that may be... I wonder if we could make a... We kind of need a storage unit that doesn't... that only takes one stack, or that where we can limit the amounts. I got an idea. Let's get a drawer out. We may just do this today, actually. We may do double episodes or back-to-back for my part and do the biolab separately. I'm not sure. This may take some time and thinking. Storage drawers. I got an idea. I want an upgrade that downgrades it. Is there an upgrade? I think there is. I think there is like a increases storage 2 times the value. No. Maybe there isn't. Maybe I remembered that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there is. Okay, so the reason I want this, by the way, is because I want as little as possible. Holds 4 stacks per drawer. Yeah, I don't want, because one of these will hold 2048 unupgraded items in it. I don't want that. I want it to be like 64 items, if you know what I mean. Is there a chest? There is a, I mean, we could do it with a chest, I suppose, with a vanilla chest, but can we do it with this guy? These mini chests? Or will they not stack? Because it's also an unstackable item now that I think about it. If I do that, it's super cute. And then push out. Look at that. Oh, it's so stupid. Okay, no, that works. Yeah, that works. Nice. Didn't think it would stack it there. And it really, it doesn't really stack. It just, it's like, it works in that chest. But I can't put anything in here. If I try to. Nope, I just messed up. I think it's a little bit buggy with how these stack and doesn't stack. Oh, now I can, okay, weird. Weird. Maybe these have MBT tags, the ones that I made. Okay, so that will probably work for the capture part of it. And it seems to do it fairly quick. So we'll keep a backlog of captured Endermen. That's step number 1. So let's go back to the recipe, Dimensional Transceiver. Let's go back to this thing. The next thing then we need to do this with a soul binder and the XP part, and we also need to be able to craft these, or the system needs to be able to craft those. So even though we're moving and changing everything, I'm just gonna carry the recipes with me later. So I'm gonna set this up in this base because it's just gonna be easier. The first recipe I need to teach the system is the vibrant alloy nugget. So let's teach it that, boom, and then we teach it the other recipe, the emerald thing. Now, emeralds and vibrant alloy we produce by default in our system, I'm pretty sure, yes. So we don't actually need to teach it how to put the alloys together or farm emeralds because they are being produced at all times by our cows. So that should be fine enough. I should say, by the way, I have had a cold for a very long time, so I'm a little bit sniffy in my nose. But there we go. So now we should be able to request vibrant crystals. Let's just try it out. Boom. Yes, that worked. Okay, fantastic. We don't even need to teach it nuggets because we store it in these barrels, and they nuggetize them by default anyway. I also crafted up a new slice and splice and a new soul binder because I want to set this up separately from our manual machine grid here. Now where do one put this up? Where do one put this up? Since it's temporary, I'm just gonna put it up wherever, although there ain't no more space. Oh yeah, this plot here. Can I now build here? Oh, I can. Yes, okay, let's set it up here then. This was bugged out. Like I had a section that I actually cut out of a video and never included, where I tried to make a machine here and I just couldn't build in all blocks, and it was super frustrating. Alright, I fixed that floor down there. Another thing, we need to teach the system a lot of recipes for this. We're gonna need to teach it how to make soul vials. So let's do that. We also need to teach it how to make fused quartz, which, as we know, is gonna be a processing pattern, because you take quartz and you put that in a, you put 3 of it, I think. Oops, crap. You gotta be careful with this. You put 3 of that in a furnace, and that will produce 1 fused quartz. Is that true? I think so. So let's build that as well. We're also going to need a new alloy smelter where we can set up recipes. So let's grab that, and a capacitor. Oops, that's the wrong one. A good one. There we go. And kind of need to set up a similar thing to this, where we have an alloy smelter next to an interface. So maybe we can do that here, actually. Again, this is a prototype for what we're finally going to use in the base. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so we need an alloy smelter that's going to help us smelt up the quartz, right? And this here will attach to this interface. So if I go ahead and put the fused quartz pattern in here, it should, well, maybe it will try and send it to the molecular assemblers. Because it doesn't know. The system is stupid, I always say this. The system is not smart. It does whatever we tell it to do. So, maybe... Crappers, how... We don't really have space to set up more of these. Let's see, do I have more interfaces? Maybe we should set up another one. Interface. Oh, I do, okay. I'd like it all to be in one place, because then it's going to be easier to move. But if not possible, it is not possible. Hello, little guy. Don't understand why you're here. You're not welcome here. Maybe we'll just set something up on the front here. And not care so much about the symmetry of this thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can find a cable here. We do have cable over here. So let's actually do it right over here. We'll be fine. So we'll set up an interface here. And we'll set up an... well, I need to power it as well, the alloy smelter. We need power coming up. This is tricky. Alright, I've set this up like so. I got interfaces below these 3 machines that we're going to use. And I'm powering them all on the side. I also do need to install the capacitors in them. The easiest should be the alloy smelter. So let's start with the alloy smelter. I set up the recipe for the fused quartz here. I just want to see if that works. Because I'm not sure if it will understand how to send it and to receive it. But we can see it in here. So let's make a bigger batch. Like so. And I put this to push and pull on the bottom. And yeah, that does seem to work. So it does definitely get the stuff from the interface. And then it seems to be sending it back. That's very, very nice. Why is that so slow though? That maybe the capacitor in there is not a real capacitor. That works with that machine. So let's grab some new ones. But this was the simple part of it. And now we have basically a smelting machine that can smelt things for us. Oh, maybe it did work actually. It didn't seem to be much quicker. The tough part is going to be these 2 here. And I think we do the slice and splice next. So, how do we want to do this? Yeah, I want to put this to push and pull. The reason this is tricky is obviously because we need the axe and the shears to be sent there. And in order for that to happen, we'll need to teach the system, first of all, how to make it. And we could use like diamonds or fancy stuff here to make it more sturdy. But to be honest, I think I'm just going to do the iron stuff because we have so much iron anyway. Shears, shear, can't spell, boom. Like that. So let's put that in a normal molecular assembler. This will just teach the system how to make those. Also the soul vial we want in there. Like so. And then I think what we do is let's craft up one of these. I can't remember if we can do it this way, but we're going to try it. We're going to need that. We're going to need a fresh shears as well. Very nice. I think if we put these in this guy for export. Where are they? There. If we do this, and then we install an upgrade card in this guy, or sorry, a crafting card in this guy, that should mean that it will craft it for them. Yeah. And then restock these because it's push and pull, right? And then it's going to queue new ones here. So whenever I take this out, it makes a new one or takes a new one from the system. Perfect. So that's how we're going to refill it. Very nice. Very nice. And now we should be able to just put the recipe in there, I think. So let's go back into this guy and do Dimensional Transceiver. And this is the recipe we need for slice and splice. So we need solarium, vibrant alloy, silicon. Vibrant alloy, vibrant alloy. And I think we need a processing pattern. Was it there? And then solarium. Oh, this is so frustrating that you can't just click it like this. Boom, boom. And silicon. Which, okay, we need to teach it how to craft silicon as well. But for now, let me just complete this recipe. How do I do this? Like that? Boom. Yeah, we do have the raw ingredients here. That's kind of what we've been working on, by the way, dudes. To get the raw ingredients of everything. And then we need an Enderman head. Like that, I think. Dimensional Transceiver. Let's just double check so that that's correct. Yep. Okay. Write that pattern. Oh yeah. Oh, and we need to specify that it's an Ender Resonator thing. This is what the output is. Boom. Like I said, the system is not smart. The system will do what we tell it to do. So we tell it to send stuff in this pattern to our slice and splice. Can I find it here? There it is. So we tell it to send that into the slice and splice, and that should work. Let's try it. Ender, res, let's take these out, and craft. Oh, and yeah, we're missing silicon. Stupid me. Let's make silicon recipe first. So go back to the crafting pattern, and boom. Sorry, sorry, my throat. Okay, like that. And now it should take care of first crafting up the needed silicon, and then do the rest. So let's try that out. Start. And this may take a little bit of time because of the processing speed in the slice and splice, but hopefully it works. Come on, dude. Doesn't seem to work. Okay. Okay, what happened? Let's see. Did it send anything? It did not send anything into this guy. Very bad. Yeah, because it works with other stuff. So why wouldn't you send stuff there then? No, okay, crafting motor. We don't have one of these guys. No, this is wrong. I need a terminal. Pattern terminal. I need a crafting pattern. No, it is a crafting panel. I think that's the Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I put this guy in the wrong thing. I put it in the slice and splice. It's supposed to be in this thing here. Whatever this is. No, I must have put it in the soul binder. I'm sure I didn't though. Okay. Okay. Now that may have worked now. That may have been the issue. Ender, res, yeah. Okay, let's try that again then. Boom. Boom. I think that was the issue. Oh, I couldn't find the issue. Yes, there we go. So now we can craft the Ender Resonator. So now we have the fused quartz, which we can craft. Fused quartz. And we can craft the Ender Resonators. That's how far we've got now. Next, we need to do the Enderman stuff. And this is going to be the tricky part. I did start filling this. Yeah, I filled this drum up here with XP. Since we don't have an income of XP at the moment, we will have to, we can't really provide it automatically. So that is one of the resources that we need to start being able to create in the new base. We did it in that mob arena in the Jurassic Park, but yeah, we're gonna need to create it after a while. We're gonna need to set that up as a raw production. But anyway, for now this will be fine. We'll have XP for days. So I'm gonna put that on the top there, and then pull like I did there. And then we specify, actually we need to do the Enderman first, don't we? Yeah. We need to set this up. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's go back to this plot, which we've never used so far. And let's pull some power over here. And then we'll put down the spawner, right? This will be a little bit tricky as well. We'll put down our mini chest on top of that. We'll put in our Enderman that we've already caught. And what we want to do here is we want to make sure that this guy has the soul vials first of all. So I want to say that I want an export bus on this, and I'm gonna have to pull some ME cables. Actually, that may be easier to do from over here, so I don't have to cross the cables. And I think I brought some ME cables. Yes, I did. Remember, these are just better looking ones. They are the same. So let's pull this over to here, and wrappers like a so. And we're gonna need a crafting card there as well. Crafting card. Okay, let me make some more of these. Boom. Gonna craft up a few more of those. Crafting card. We'll put that in here. That this card just allows the export bus to craft them, or to send it for crafting if it needs it. Like if it runs out of soul vials, for example. So let's grab an empty one. Hello? The crap is that on your head, dude? Friggin' laser bee. Anyway, then we'll put an empty soul vial in here. Now that's gonna allow it to craft them up and then send them into the system, I would assume. Hopefully. We should see some empty ones go in here now. Is this super slow, or what's going on? Hold on. Let me accept items pull. Crafting behavior. Use stocked items or craft items whilst exporting. Yeah. That's what we want. Do not use stocked items, only craft. No, use stocked and craft. Okay. Why you no sending? Oh, now it's exporting. Only one though. Is the crafting not working? Now it works. And then it stops. What the crap? Oh, that may be because I ran out of fused glass. Let's see if it's... Yeah, making new fused quartz right there. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I just broke the export bus and put it back, and now it seems to be working. So that's cool. So let's break this chest, and let's replace it for a powered spawner again, or for our powered Enderman spawner. Boom. Like as so. And now it's sending it in there. Very nice. This will craft it up and then send it out to the chest up there. And the way I'm gonna limit this so that it doesn't craft, because like we don't need it to have more than a stack of buffer. That's why I wanted this mini chest here. Is we're gonna hook this mini chest up to a storage bus, which will essentially mean that our system our system will think that we have a or 64 Endermen at all times in the system, which we kind of do, and that's gonna look a little bit stupid, but I don't care. I don't care, dude. So let's do something like that. Now, that's going to read from that, and we're going to have Enderman in our system. Enderman. Yeah, we have them in there. Very nice. And so now, hopefully you guys understood why we did that. Now we should be able to do this recipe here. So we need an Enderman and a vibrant crystal. Let's grab a vibrant crystal, which we taught it how to craft, and an Enderman. And... boom. And then we go in the pattern thing. We put this to processing pattern again. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the system is stupid. So just just believe. And what do we get out of that? We gotta actually create one of these as well, in order to specify what it is. Yeah, it's using the tanks XP. Very nice. And hello. There we go. We get an ender crystal and an empty soul vial out of it. So we're not going to specify the empty soul vial, by the way, but we're going to put that in there. So now we're saying to the system, if you combine these two, we get this. Okay? And then it's up to us to make sure that it actually works that way. And it works that way as long as we put it in the soul binder, right? Let's put it there. And now, crystal, what is the name? Ender crystal. Can I now craft these? Boom, boom. Hopefully. Yeah. See how it's sent there? See how it's sucking XP out from the top? Very nice. And it's crafting it. Do I have this correctly set? Yes. Pushing in. Yeah, we got it. It works. Oh, there we go. Now, because we only have a stack here, because this limit is a stack, and because this inventory will eventually backfill and get full, we'll never be overcrafting the soul vials either. It will just be, it will fill up here eventually to 64 empty ones, and then 64 in here, and then when we craft one, it will recycle it, and yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fantastic. So, I mean, we're getting pretty close to be able to craft the impossible here, or to auto-craft the impossible. We got fuse quartz, we got this. We need to teach it the capacitors. That's the last step, I think. So let's do that. We need to teach it all the capacitors from the beginning. We have raw production of all of those, so that's easy. We have raw production. Well, no, we actually need this recipe. We need cold powder. So okay, let's do this. We need to set up a sag mill, and we need to do that over here and teach the system how to make the coal. And I think I can just put it over here. Boom, and then a sag mill like so. And hopefully, yeah, that's well, it's not a perfect capacitor, so let's just put that in there. And we'll put this to push and pull. You know what I'm going to do? I think I have a crap ton of flint. The flint increases the yield from these machines. So even though this is not really important in for this machine, I'm just going to put that to auto extract here. That will keep this slot filled. And now we can go ahead and teach it that coal. Do we have raw production of coal? We seem to have. I think, is that from a mob farm? That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. If let's just make sure that this is the recipe in our manual machine. Yeah, we get a powdered coal. Did we get? Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so let's grab that. Let's grab the coal. And you guys know the drill by now. I'm sorry if this is repetitive, but I find this a lot of fun. A lot of fun to like automate the impossible, you know. Now we can actually search here, by the way. Sag mill. We have 2 sag mills for some reason. So I'm just gonna have to go here, and we'll put this guy in there. So now we should be able to to craft the pulverized coal. Let's just make sure that it works as well as always. Start. And we should see this go up to 2. Ooh, why did it go up to 3? We got a bonus. Oh yeah, we got a bonus one because of the flint, right? Okay, that's fine. So now we can go back to the pattern encoder and we can do this. We can do capacitor and we can search for this. Write it, very fine. So we have that one and that one. The next one here is, I think we have raw production of everything. Maybe not glowstone. We have raw production of glowstone, but maybe not the blocks. No, we don't have the blocks. Okay, so we also need to teach it this recipe right there. Okay. And all of these are just molecular assembler ones. So let's just put them in here. You should spread these out a bit, by the way. This here is actually inefficient, so let's do that. But it's fine. We have so many molecular assemblers per interface, so it shouldn't be bottlenecking it. Okay, dimensional transceiver. Can we now? I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we made the uncraftable craftable. The impossible craftable. We need fused quartz, which we do have, or ability to make. So let's just order 100 of that. The reason we don't have that in the system is, of course, from the soul vial creation, because it's still backfilling this system here. Hopefully. Let's just help it out a little bit. Let's just do that. Okay, let's see if we can grab these fused quartz before. Well, it's gonna go to the soul vials. I think I have some prepared here, like a proper cooking show. Now let's go back to this fused quartz and oops. Like so. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, yes, baby. Okay, okay. Let's put this in here. And now we're going to try this out. Dimensional Transceiver. Let me get 10 of these, please. Look at all of this stuff that it has to do. It has to figure it out. It's a computer. It's a freaking processing power of doom. We got 2 already. It's crafting it up. So the speed of this, as long as we have some of the stuff already made, like we did there, it's going to craft the first 2 super quick, right? But it's still crafting the other 8. At the moment, so I'm just gonna wait and see if make sure that we get them, that we get all of it done. And if I come over here whilst this is happening, where you can kind of catch it doing the different steps. So it just did the crystal. It's so beautiful to see that it's working. I like this thing. I like doing things like this. I can't explain why. I may have this recipe wrong as well. It's 3 quartz for 3 fused quartz, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we got to change that. Otherwise, it will keep over sending quartz to the system. So I'm just going to grab this for a second. I think we can, if I put this in there. Yes. Okay. So let's just do fused quartz. I'm going to specify that we don't get 1, we get 3. So it's one for 1, apparently. What's draining that much power? Is it this guy? Maybe this dude, actually. I think this drains 16,000 per tick. Yeah. That drains quite a bit. But like I said, once this is full here, now it's gonna stop, right? It's not gonna stack anymore. Yes. Okay, so that's good now. How are we for power now? We're still losing out from something. But I think that's just because I ordered so many. We've got 1 so far. This is super slow. Super slow. Oh, we can click up here. Crafting status. Yes, okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cancel that process, and let's cancel this as well, because I think I messed up with that recipe of the quartz. I think that has messed everything up. Let's just make sure we clean this out. Let's try and craft up 5 now, and the power is okay. So it drains a lot of power from doing all of this, but we can just click this thing here, and you can see that it's crafting a lot of. Why is it crafting so many? Oh, why is it crafting the soul vials though? It doesn't need to craft that because we should have soul vials. That's interesting. Why does it think that it needs to craft soul vials? Let's try and disable just for testing here. Let's cancel this. Let's try and disable the recipe for soul vials. So I took them out, so I have them over here. And basically what we're doing now is we're saying if we don't have any soul vials in our system, well, you're not going to be able to do this recipe. But since we have the Enderman, it should be able to craft them anyway. Let's try this. Yeah, that says that it's available. So let's do 10. I want to see what happens when... Yeah, it does recognize the soul vials here. Let's start that. And now it's crafting it super quick. Look at that. 3, already. The reason it's now chilling is probably because it needs to fill another Enderman in the binder. And this will be fine. If this works, this will be fine, because when we use one of these, we get a soul vial back. So we'll never ever run out of the soul vials. Unless this guy may be the thing that bugs it out, actually, because we do have the crafting card in here. So yeah, let's just remove the craft. Well, now it doesn't matter. That may have been the issue, that this guy was always trying to craft new ones and like blocking. Ah, yes, maybe it was blocking the system. But why did it make so many though? Maybe it didn't read the inventory or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is working. This is working. Okay, so now if I take that crafting card out, I should be able to put the soul vial back in. And like I said, it's not going to affect anything that we do this, because we always recycle the soul vials. Whenever we use one of these, we get an empty one back, and that's going to be sent in here. So we're fine. We should be fine. Dimensional, yes. Dudes, ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have an auto-crafting the impossible. It's not impossible, but you know what I mean. We got 15 dimensional transceivers, and this is going to be so important to have. So very important. The only thing that we don't have raw production of in this recipe line is the XP. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get there eventually. So I think what I'm gonna do, dudes, is I'm gonna call the episode there. We're not gonna get to the biolab today. We'll do that next time. We dedicate this fully to crafting, auto-crafting the impossible. That's gonna be the episode title. That's pretty cool. And we did get a lot of we did get all of these dimensional transceivers, which we're gonna need for the biolab. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there, and then possibly record back to back here the next episode. So maybe there will be a FoolCraft episode fairly soon. Again, just in like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you dudes have enjoyed. Appreciate all the nice words that you guys are saying to me. So thank you, and keep it up. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next episode.